Indivisible on the PS4. Fair warning, this is going to be a tutorial video, so I'm not going to make a bunch of progress here, and any progress I make I'm just going to delete anyway. Let me start from a save point here. This game, in case you're wondering, is a Valkyrie Profile-ish game. It is a game that uses real-time combat that is similar to Valkyrie Profile on the PlayStation 1 and the PlayStation Portable. It's one of my favorite video games of all time. I have a couple of videos out, but I don't have a lot of time to go into explanation on the combat in that game because it's a whole separate thing. What matters for this video is that I'm going to explain how the game handles its real-time combat and how it improves on what Valkyrie Profile is doing, while in other ways kind of sidestepping and trying to do its own thing. But it's not going to be a Valkyrie Profile clone. So let me just get this out the way right off the bat. This is not a turn-based game the way Valkyrie Profile was. That game was entirely turn-based in terms of it was your turn, then the enemy went, then it was your turn again, then the enemy went. Here it's all real-time, and it's cool-based. It's cooldown-based. It's pauseable real-time. So I'll go into more detail about how the flow of combat works in just a second. Basics. In this game, there is platforming. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time in this video talking about the platforming. I'm going to stick mainly to the combat. You can jump with the X button. You can dash with the circle button while you're running. You have an attack by pressing up or neutral on the square. When you press the square button, you can hold up and press square, or just press the square button. Hold down the L1 button to block. Though sometimes that axe isn't there to block, which I think is kind of weird, but we'll talk about that later. And if you crouch and press circle or square, it will slide. While you are jumping, if you hold down the square button, you will mantle onto these platforms. Release the square button, and you will jump up. There's a bit of nuance to this in the sense that you have to hold the square button down as soon as you jump. Because you can't hold down the square button and then jump like this. Doesn't count. So you basically have to have to press the square button as soon as you press the jump button. There you go. Then you release, and you move up. You have a wall jump. It's like the wall jump in Batman on the NES series, or the NES game, which is to say you can't climb vertically. You can only climb horizontally. Jump square button, release. Mash on the X button. It's automatic, basically. So you can't climb vertically up the same wall. It's not like Ninja Gaiden. There's no quick climb maneuver. One other trick that I learned a second ago, actually it's an item that I obtained. Hold R1. Aim. Release R1.
Wow, that was easy.
Yes, just like I said.
I'm so impressed. Your first time using a bow, too. It was nothing.
It's not her first time using a bow. In fact, as soon as she got the bow, she started shooting every wall and ceiling in sight, but, there was nothing to hit with it, so. But the idea was that the game wanted me to get this item, because otherwise this thing's just going to shoot me. So this is where I'm going to explain the combat. Actually, before I do that, we're going to get into combat with this thing in just a second, now that it's immobilized. Hold down the circle button. Okay, you can't see this. Give me a second. Hold down the circle button. Hold up to enter the inner realm. Okay, from here you can talk to your allies. There's also some shopkeepers over here that will sell you stuff. Unfortunately, I don't have enough items. I don't have enough tradable items. See? I don't have enough. Press the trackpad. See on the top of the screen where it says action points, defense, available, I don't know what available means, total found 3, what's her name wants 5. You find these while wandering around the dungeons, the side-scrolling dungeons. Not this area, but the area I just left. The real world. This is the inner realm. It's inside my mind. Don't worry about that. Again, not going to spend a bunch of time here. Just going to set up the combat. So these other characters you see around here are characters who are in my mind. They're in my party. And this place gets bigger as I get more characters. Okay, let me delete this. Can't die. You also can't jump off the side. Should be one other character I have in my party. There he is. He's gonna be over here, isn't he? Nope, he's not. There's one other guy here. I wonder where he is. Yeah, that's my mage, Razmi. That's Dar. Huh. Yeah, B doesn't count. Hold circle, press up to leave the inner realm. Okay, watch this. Press start. Abilities. This game does not have a in-depth manual, a digital manual. That's unfortunate because it doesn't come with a printed one. And it only sort of explains how the combat works. So I'm going to try and do it here. The game has a counter system I'm going to practice in this video because it's not explained really all that well in the game. And you don't really get a bunch of time to practice it either. Because like in Valkyrie Profile, enemies do not respawn once you kill them. At least I haven't noticed them respawning. So the enemy we're going to face here in a second is an enemy I'm going to face multiple times in this video by reloading my game save. I'm going to save scum basically. So I can practice fighting one enemy, because unlike Valkyrie Profile, this game does not have a training arena where you can just sit there and practice with different characters and just practice your combos. The only way to practice combat is to save and then reload your game saves to kind of get used to how the flow of combat works. You're going to want to do that because there are enemies early in this game, especially bosses, that will destroy you if you don't understand how the combat works. So if you mash on the buttons, you're going to get yourself in trouble. Since, like I said, since the tutorial's not great, I'm going to try and explain some of that and, of course, learn some new things myself. Okay, so this game, and like I said earlier, L1 is used to block. If you press L1, if you press your attack button before you get hit, you can counter the enemy, apparently. Maybe only Ajna can do it. Ajna's my main character here. We've already established this. It's not a bow, it's a bomb. Or boom. Anyway, I don't know how to pronounce it. This game, I believe this game uses, I believe this game's either based on, what is it, Indian, Indonesian, or Pakistan. I think it's Indonesian, I forget. I'll ask around. I think there's Sanskrit in this game too. The save spots, the save points here, I believe, are Buddhist idols. Well, not idols really, but they're just there's little these tiny little temples you kind of bow before to save your game. Om, that whole thing. Again, I'm not gonna butcher that any more than I already have, but the game has save spots based on that. Let's see. Use your X to hang on the walls. Once hanging, release square to lift yourself higher. I've already explained that. Again, that's all the game tells you about the combat. The game will give you a bit more in a second once we go to the party select screen. Again, this game uses a Valkyrie Profile-like real-time combat system, which means every button, every character here is mapped to a face button on my game controller. In this case, it's the PS4. Ajna, when she's facing, see, battle direction on the top left-hand corner of the screen right there, says battle direction. When we're facing to the right, Ajna is mapped to the circle button. Zebe here is mapped to the square button. Dar here is on top, he's mapped to the triangle button. Razmi's on the bottom, she's mapped to the X button. You can switch this around if you want. Press X, you can switch positions if you want to map characters to different buttons. Entirely free. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of Zebe for now.
Let's go on an adventure!
He's the most recent character I've obtained. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to practice my combat with these characters specifically. Because this is the first party of 4 you get. When you start the game, you're by yourself. Then you get Dar. Then you get Razmi very shortly. And then you get Ginseng maybe about half an hour later. So we'll keep things simple for now, so that I can explain the combat step by step, and we'll build on that. We might even need a second video. That's fine. I'm fine with doing multiple videos. I did that with Residence of Fate, which itself was a Tri-Ace developed game, like Valkyrie Profile. This game is not developed by Tri-Ace, but again, it's a direct, the combat and the exploration is a direct callback to Valkyrie Profile. Now, let's see. Ajna I've already explained. Press triangle for character info. You can't get character info in Ajna, in case you're wondering. Dar, he's the first character we get. Remember, every character has an attack button that is mapped to their position in the battle formation. So in this case, his attack button is the triangle button. Dar can store up to 12 charges of Earth and Fury, which enhances other attacks. What matters is that each character has multiple variations on their attack. If you press this attack button, you do one attack. If you hold up and press the square button, you do a jumping attack. If you hold, which looks like that, if you hold down and press attack, he plunges his sword into the ground and charges up his attack. It gives it an elemental boost, apparently. We'll see that when we get into some combat in a second. Razmi down here is the third character we get in this game. It's kind of disappointing. I don't know what the number 1 means. The game never explains it. I believe that's a special attack. I'll explain what special attacks are later. Because in combat, you get a little meter at the top of the screen that fills up as your characters complete combos. And as they take hits, I want to say. But mainly, it goes up as you perform combos. When that meter is full, you can hold down the R1 button and do a special attack, which in this case is the number 1. And her special attack is she heals the entire party, which is good early on because she's our only mage, and early on in the game, this is the only way to heal our party members. Ginseng, the character I just picked up, the character I just added in my party earlier, a few minutes ago, she is going to heal us more normally. She doesn't have to wait for a special attack to heal us. She heals us regularly. It's not a very strong heal, but it's something. Hold down an attack for a glare, which inflicts the target with a slowing effect. Huh. Okay. She also has regular fire attacks, and she can launch enemies. You'll see those in a second. Let's see. Ginseng and honey. Triangle. Let's see. Hold up an attack to use a potion to heal them. It basically heals everyone in the party for very little HP. It heals them maybe like 5 to 10%. It's not a great heal. Use the attack button to boost the power of Ginseng's healing. Okay. Ooh, what's that? That's her special attack. When the special attack meter is full, hold R1 and press her attack button to search for bigger items. Then throw them at enemies by holding down attack or 2. I don't know what the number 2 is. But down attack means you just throw crap at enemies. I think the way it works is that if you press the attack button, she runs towards an enemy, stirs her little giant mortar and pestle there for a little bit of damage, which also boosts her ability to heal. So she attacks enemies with like a 7-8 hit combo that does very little damage, but it boosts the healing power that she has. If you hold up an attack, she splashes that potion on her entire party to heal them. And of course, if you hold down and press attack, she will just take something small out of the ground and just throw it at an enemy, like a book or a potion, I think. Not a healing potion, like a damaging potion, like an empty bottle, basically. So you'll see that in a second. I'll go slowly because, again, this game doesn't do a very good job of explaining how the combat works, and it doesn't come with a manual, at least that I saw. The library copy did. So I'm not going to be able to help you there. So I'm going to do what the game allows me to experiment with. And Razmi is just a strong attacker. Yeah, Ginseng's just a healer, so she's not very useful any other way. Okay, let's do this thing. I used the arrow to stun this thing, otherwise it would have blown a hole in my head just a second ago. So,
Finally,
you initiate combat like in
challenge.
Valkyrie Profile by whacking enemies with your axe right here. So that means we get the initiative. If the enemy manages to attack us first, we lose a little bit of HP. I think one of us loses some HP. But in this case, the character, the enemy whose name appears at the bottom of the screen there, lost a tiny bit of energy, so I got the initiative. I'm holding down the R1 button so I can slow down time, because like I said, this game uses real-time combat, so I can pause this real-time combat, so I can kind of get my bearings, and I can also pay attention to who in my party is ready to attack. I can also choose enemies, but right now there's only one enemy to use, so whatever. On the top of the screen on the left-hand side is the special attack meter I was telling you about. That meter fills up as I perform hits on the enemies, and it lasts until I take damage. Remember, this is real-time combat, so at some point the enemy is going to attack us. We're going to lose our ability to perform a special attack. The meter just basically gets erased. So I'm going to start things off with Ajna. I'm going to press the circle button twice. Actually, let me just press it once. See? She just did a regular attack on this dude. Now I'm going to press up and the circle button to launch them in the air. That's a launching attack. So you see what she did there. In her regular attack, she just walked up to a dude and whacked him. If you hold up an attack, she kneels, launches the enemy in the air, and there are enemies that you will have to defeat by juggling them first. There's actually a boss that I faced earlier in the game. You had to launch him into the air, and he only took damage while he was airborne. So long as his roots are on the ground, he took no damage whatsoever. Now I'm going to use Ajni, who's mapped to the triangle button. Excuse me, not Ajni. Sorry. Dar, who's on top. The one dude in our party right now. Now he's mapped to the triangle button. I'm going to press the triangle button once. Now I'm going to press up and triangle for a jumping attack. Okay. So as you can see right here on the screen, Ajna's already used both of her attack icons, so she's on a cooldown. Dar on top, both of his attacks have been used, so now he will cool down. You don't have to use 2 attacks. You can have, right now at this point in the game, you can use up to 2 attacks per character. You don't have to use them all back to back. You're going to see me juggle these attack moves in a second. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to choose Hathi. I'm going to choose Razmi on the bottom, you know, the tiger lady. What she's going to do is I'm going to press the X button once, so she'll attack an enemy with a fireball. X.
Ignite.
See? Now we're going to hold down and press X, because what I want you to see is her ability to slow an enemy down. Hold down and press X. She glares at them, which slows them down a little bit. See the little the anime sweat icons right there? We slowed them down a little bit. Apparently that stacks 3 times. I'm going to press the options button. Unfortunately, you can't see your party's abilities in combat. You can only see Ajna's abilities, which is our main character up in front. So that's unfortunate. Turn to the game. That stinks. Okay, so we're going to get a Ginseng involved. We're going to press the square button so that we can see her attack the enemy. See? Stirs up her mortar and pestle. Now we're going to press down and square to use her second attack. See, she just threw something at the guy. Okay, so let's see who's next. Ajna. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to hold down and press the circle button once. That's a 2-hit attack. So keep that in mind. Her regular attack hits once. Hold up and press attack, and she launches an enemy into the air once. If you hold down and press attack, she will hit the enemy for a 2-hit. Okay, so we're not going to go yet. Let me hold down and triangle for... Yeah, here we go. I'm going to hold down and triangle to charge up Dar's earthen attack. There we go. Whoop! Hold down L1. Had to hold down L1. Okay. So you see what happened to that meter there on the top of the screen while the enemy was attacking? He unfortunately brought down my special attack meter. Here's what I'm going to do. Going to hold down and triangle.
Down you go!
So that gives him an extra boost to his attack. Let's hold... Tell you what, let's just do the triangle button.
Tear into pieces!
Yeah, that boulder that was attached to a sword did a little more damage. Okay, so we're going to do a thing. Let's get a Hathi involved. I don't know what that beeping's about. Hold down and press X. There we go, so we glared him. Let's hold... Okay, tell you what, we're going to do a thing. We're going to launch this dude with Ajna by holding up and pressing circle. Then on the way down, we're going to hold down and press circle to do her 2-hit axe attack. So we're going to launch him by holding up attack. Then we're going to hold down and press the attack button to hit him twice while he's on the ground. Up in circle, down in circle. See? Okay. In case you're wondering, if I'm holding down the R1 button, it doesn't pause time until the character is finished attacking. So the idea is that we can't pause time during a combo. We can only pause time when no one is in the middle of an attack move. So when Ajna is running back to her formation, that's when we can pause time again. Okay, let's do a couple of things. Let's hold down, let's hold up and square so that Ginseng can heal the party. Actually, before we do that, let's press square to have Ginseng attack that enemy. Then she'll hold up and press square after that attack to heal the entire party, because when we press the square button, it heals up her, it powers up her healing abilities. We'll press square first, then up square. See? So we healed our party doing that. So that's a little bit of a stronger heal. And you can see their HP underneath each character. You can see their HP, that little green bar with the numbers. Okay, so what are we going to do next? We're going to do... We don't need to heal the party. So we get Hathi involved. See if we can, let's see if we can get our meter filled up. R1. Okay, here we go. We're going to press R1 and press triangle because Dar's the only character who can attack. But because that meter on top of the screen is full, I'm holding down R1, the meter's full. I'm going to press triangle to get a special attack.
I'll bury you. It's over.
Just a big swing. Okay, so he can attack one more time. So we'll hold up and press triangle. Okay, that wasn't a very strong attack. So we might have been better off just holding down and pressing attack so that he can power up his sword by plunging it to the ground for a little earthbender charge. Okay, so you're starting to see how the flow of combat works a little bit. You got to see everyone's attack. In fact, let me, I'm gonna get, we're gonna wait for a second.
Annoying.
Yeah, I couldn't get that counter going. Okay, so we're gonna do a thing. Let's launch with the, actually, let's just do a 4-hit combo. I'm gonna hold down and press circle twice so we get a 4-hit combo. By the way, time is paused while a character's attacking, in case you're wondering. So we're going to press the square button to charge up to charge up Ginseng's healing ability. Then we'll press up and square after that mortar pestle attack to heal the party. Which in this case means healing Rosmi. I think we did a little bit of damage to that enemy too, so that's cute. We did a little bit of extra damage to the enemy while healing our party in the process. Not a lot of damage, but something. Okay, no one's ready to go yet. Okay, Hathi is gonna freeze the enemy a little bit. So yeah, we lost the... Yeah, he doesn't have the anime sweat beams over him now. So we're gonna hold down an X to glare at him and slow him down a bit.
Hexed.
We did it twice. So we hexed him twice. So he should be twice as slow as he was before. At least I'm assuming that's how that works. Okay, let's charge that up. There we go. So we're gonna use the mortar pestle attack again, and then we're gonna heal the party. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get Ajna in there with her dual hit axe attack. Then we're gonna get Then we're gonna get Ginseng and Honey there to get a mortar pestle attack with the square button. Then we're gonna hold up and square. So here's what we're gonna do. Down and circle twice, square, then up and square, which is a 3-hit combo or a 4-hit combo with healing.
Oh!
I didn't do that right. Okay, that's okay, because I accidentally held down and pressed square, so she threw that little potion. So I screwed that up. Okay. Okay, so we're fine otherwise. Let's hold down. Oh, we can do this. Hold R1, and let's get a special attack in for Dar.
I'll bury
Fine,
you.
bud.
It's over.
So we're gonna hold down and press triangle for his little earthbender charge.
Pathetic. Not quite.
Yeah, I didn't get I couldn't counter because I didn't have the ability to attack, I guess. I'll have to practice countering at some point. Okay, so let's keep it going. Let's keep it charged. Okay, let's get Rosmi at the bottom. Let's get her to glare. Down in X.
Hex.
Okay, then we're gonna do square. Then up and square. There we go. Okay, down in triangle.
Down you go.
Up in triangle. Did a little more damage. Okay, we're gonna get Ajna involved. So, down and circle twice. Okay, no one's ready to go. Okay, someone's ready to go. Let's practice, let's get one attack in. Square. Up and square. R1. I'll let you see Ajna's special attack. Gonna hold down R1 here, then press circle.
Take this.
It's a lot faster than the special attacks in Valkyrie Profile. Okay, I have a rock, so I'm gonna hold down and triangle, then press triangle. So I'm gonna hold down and triangle to do a Earthbender charge. Then I'm gonna press triangle again to attack the enemy with 2 boulders instead of just 1. Whoops.
Knock it off.
Darn it. Down and triangle. Triangle.
Brag.
So I can't attack with 2 boulders. I can only attack with 1. That's okay. I'm keeping 1 with me, so that's okay. Let's see. Slow down this enemy. I'm gonna hold down and X.
Hexed.
So we're gonna slow down this enemy twice. Okay, we're good. Okay, Razmi needs some help. So we're gonna press square, then up and square. So it's a mortar and pestle attack with healing. Okay, let's see. Let's try this. 2 triangles.
I'll bury you.
And he's down. So you get to see how much experience we get. Next. So it looks like an Ajna over on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen has level 5. Dar is minus 22. Like I said, he's like Arngrim in Valkyrie Profile. I guess that's his seal value. Well, not seal value. That's his alignment or whatever. BA 5. That's the experience level of Razmi and Ginseng. Okay. So they were both level 5. So that enemy's been defeated. Like we said, enemies do not respawn. So we're gonna have to go back and load this game.
Another door, huh? All right, let's just use my universal key. What? Nothing? Axe, I trusted you.
This is...
We'll skip this for now. We'll load the game because I want you to see how combat works with our new character here. Told you I wasn't going to save the game. Okay, we're going to swap out. Party select. Okay, so Zebe's on our party now. The problem is that we don't really have a healing option other than Razmi. So, but I like the idea of being able to slow the enemy down. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to swap Zebe with Dar. I'm going to put Ginseng in.
Ready, honey? Let's go!
So we have a healer. We have a buffer. We have a healer. We have a sloth spellcaster. We have another projectile user, and we have Ajna, who's she's our main. It's fine. Now I can swap these spaces, but I don't know if there's any advantage to having Ginseng in front at all. She's too weak. Okay. I think HP in this case means that her defense isn't that high. So if we're gonna keep Razmi here, I guess we can keep her in the back. Then put Dar in the bottom. So have a party of 3 with 1 attacker and no healer. Which might be okay, considering how well we did against the last enemy. Let's try this. We'll put Dar on the bottom.
As if I have a choice.
Actually, you never got a chance to see Razmi's launcher.
I'd rather read. Or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. So back to combat here. He's already been immobilized by the... Whoops, no, he hasn't been immobilized. I thought I immobilized him. He hasn't been immobilized yet. Okay, let's just watch what happens. Ah! See? It was supposed to happen. That's why you gotta use your axe. I thought I saved my game here, but whatever. Hold on. Dash on the jump button. Well, with timing. But yeah, like I said, you don't need to use a directional pad at all. It's pretty much automatic based on when you press the jump button. Okay, R1. Release. That's how you do that. Okay, so back to the combat. We'll do a couple more minutes with this, and then we'll end the video here. I just wanted to give you some flavor of how the combat works with different characters. And we're going to have to do it slowly, then we'll go more quickly. Party select, yeah, we're fine-ish. We need our health back, give me a second. I gotta heal. we get any special attack meters filling up, actually? Look at that, special attack meters filling up. That's cool. Special attack meters filling up, look at that. Okay, now that's cheating. That's cheating, but it works. Okay, so our special attack meter is full right off the bat, huh? Party select. We need our HP back, though. Let me do a thing. Let's get Dar in there.
Let's do this.
Yay.
Okay, Inner Realm. Am I healed now? Not healed yet. So you're supposed to gain HP during... You're supposed to get your HP back when you're not fighting. Okay, when do we get our HP back? Yeah, thanks. Alright. Let's get our HP back. I'm gonna have to reload my game save. It's not back. We'll just reload the game save. It's fine. Yep, 422. And our health is otherwise fine, so let's swap it out. You didn't get a chance to see your launcher, so I'll get our launcher ready. Oh, look out. Can we arrow this dude from here? Let's try. Whoop, nope. Doesn't work that way. Figures. Alright. So we'll try that one more time. Sorry about that. I thought that saved. Okay, let's do this thing. So really, I didn't know that whole thing about the special attack meter, but now I do, so that's kind of cheating. Yeah, I do dig that. Like I said, it might be kind of exploitable, so let's not go nuts. And of course, I just got this bow. Here we go. Let's do the thing. Wasn't expecting that. What are we gonna do first? We'll get what's his name? We'll get Zaybay's special attack ready.
Finally,
there we go.
Challenge.
Okay. Hold R1, press square for Zaybay's attack. Special attack.
You're already dead.
148. Okay, let's hold up and X for Hathi's launcher. Then we'll stun him.
Bomb.
Then down X. So up and X is Razmi's launcher, which is a fire attack that blows enemies into the air. Valkyrie Profile attack like that. And then, of course, her regular X button skill is just a fireball that attacks the enemy from a distance. If you hold down and press X, remember, she just runs up to the enemy, glares at him, which slows him down, causes those sweat beads, which slows him down a little bit. Now I'm going to press down and circle twice.
Down you go!
Triangle, then up and triangle. For the earth enhanced jumping attack. And then we're gonna press square button to see what Zaybay does.
Right on target.
3 hits for 39 damage, not much. Okay, down in triangle. Charge that up. He's getting ready to attack, isn't he? Hold on. Okay, did he not? I guess he didn't charge up his sword. Okay, so we'll do down and triangle,
Stone.
then regular triangle.
Drag.
So he does have another, because he does have another rock, okay. Let's see, R1, circle.
Dodge this.
Okay. Down in X. That stuns him a little bit, slows him down. Okay, we'll wait. Oh, look out.
Not so
Down
fast.
that much. I couldn't block, I couldn't counter that. I'm gonna have to practice countering. Okay, we're gonna hold, we're gonna do up and square, then we're gonna do down and square. Just see what that does. 3-hit area attack. Then up and square for a jumping arrow attack.
Ha!
Okay, that does a bit more damage, it looks like. I'll double check that. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna do triangle twice. Then, let's see, down and X twice. That slows them down twice, down and circle twice. There we go. Hold R1, then press square for Z-base special attack.
Sorry, but it's over.
You might not even need to heal. Hold up. Okay, we got that. Down and triangle, then triangle.
Tear it to pieces!
Okay, hold on. Down and X.
Hexed.
Guess that slowed it down a little bit. Down and circle twice. Up and triangle, up and square twice. There we go. It did a bit of damage. Look out.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, I couldn't counter because I never attacked. Down and triangle, then triangle.
Stone! Rush!
For a charge stone attack. Okay. Down and X twice. Down and circle twice. Up and triangle.
Bullseye!
Square. Threw that in there. Okay, so we're gonna wait. Down and triangle with triangle. No, R1, triangle. That's a big swing.
I'll bury you.
That's probably
It's
our
over.
special attack, actually. Okay, down and square twice.
Ha!
Doesn't do that much damage. It's probably a launcher, though. Down and X.
Hexed.
Is he slowed down? Down and circle twice. Yeah, he's down. Okay, so you got to see everyone attack. Fun, huh? Okay, so you get the idea. So that's really all we can talk about at this point in the game. I'll come back later when I have some more characters so I can go into more detail about this. This will be the first combat tutorial-ish video. Let me just do something else here while I'm here. Triangle. Down in attack for launching multiple enemies to the air. That's cool. Concentrated fire. Hold up in triangle for more damage. That's what that was about. Okay, so that's the secret. Okay, so we'll come back to this game in a second. I just wanted you to see that. We'll play normally.